Lowering the chair right off the bat. Hey guys, I'm back. Doing a quick video on some figures I just posted a photo of. Um, these are Hellboy figures, Hellboy related, Hellboy adjacent figures pretty much. I just wanted to show these off real quick before I put them in a bin forever. um, so we'll start with the man himself, the namesake. Now this figure is a collaborative effort. You'll notice this molded head. Now I didn't actually sculpt this head. This was a commissioned piece that I commissioned years ago, like literally years ago, like maybe 3 or 4 years ago, for a Lego styled Hellboy head that's all in one mold, kind of like how Lego does their molded heads for Star Wars aliens and stuff. I actually have 2 of them. I was sent 2 of them. So these were white resin 3D printed before I got them, and I painted them. This one I painted with a angrier expression. You can see they're shiny because I've sealed them, but you can see the white resin in there. They're both the exact same mold. The only thing different is just the expression painted. So there is this one. These were made, I didn't say it. These were made by Input Brick. So James, he has his own channel also. He modeled these and printed them for me. So I know he's hard to get a hold of a lot of the time, which is also the reason why this took so long. You know, full discrepancy. That's also part of the reason why these took so long to get. So I am aware, but either way, here they are. You can see, like I said, painted the black for the mutton chops and the hair and the man bun, dark red for the sanded down horns, and then yellow for the eyes and black for all the other mouth details. The torso is a Nexo Knights character, and I basically took, because I did the lines in black on the face, I repainted the dark red print of that torso into black so it blended in better. The trench coat is from Cape Madness, and I cut a hole in the back for his tail. This was actually an orange tail from one of the D&D CMFs, and I painted it red because there is a red Devil Kid tail, but Hellboy doesn't actually have the little point at the end. His is just more like this, so I painted this one because it looked better for him. Right-handed Doom is a boxing glove and a mug. So like the Lego cups, like the Lego coffee mugs. It's one of those cut and slid over the arm, and it just slots in perfectly, and it looks pretty clean. So, and then the legs are the Commissioner Gordon CMF legs, but I painted red to look like shorts, so his legs are exposed, and then his hooves are painted on as well, in dark gray, because Hellboy does have hooves. And then the pistol that I've always given him anytime I've made a Hellboy fig barf over the years is this Brick Tactical big revolver hand cannon looking pistol. So I've always given him that. But yeah, that is Hellboy himself. Like I said, long time coming when I commissioned this. It's finally done. I finally have it. I'm very happy with it. Glad I have it. Couple more to show that I threw in with the photo. Here is Abe Sapien. It's a mixture of the guy from Mandalorian and an Avatar figure. I brassoed off the necklace, and then I used James's leg guides to make these half and half legs as well. I can also take this vest, because there is a version of Abe from a comic and from an action figure where he wears a brown vest similar to this, so I can also put that on him too. I'm probably going to display him shirtless, though, just because, you know, good contrast with Hellboy, the all blue and the red. Another one here. Here's Hellboy's adopted father, Dr. Broom. Muppet guy torso, and then the head is a Dumbledore head, but I brushed off most of the beard, and then I kind of repainted the mouth and the facial hair to be like a mustache and like a little soul patch. So very much modeled after the John Hurt Dr. Broom from the Ron Perlman movies, for sure. Or the Guillermo del Toro movies, I guess is better to say. Here is Liz, kind of based more so off the comic look with the red hair, This is some Jurassic Park figure. And I painted her shirt over in black and then just dark brown boots and a belt. So, and I gave her a little fire thing because honestly, in my opinion, kind of a, not my character I care about too much, but needed her in the photo, I reckon. Here we have Johan. Can't remember his last name immediately, but it's the gas guy in the suit. I think the Guillermo del Toro movie version looks visually cooler than the comic version. Like with the in the comics, it just looks like it's like a human head shaped almost with a little kind of valve on the front. I much prefer like the glass dome and all. So actually, it's actually a Mr. Freeze helmet on backwards because of for the shaping. Yeah, and then like the deep sea diver CMF suit pretty much for him. Got this part because in the movie when he talks, there's like a little rotating gear on the front and these like little mandibles that tick through it as he speaks. So I use the gas mask piece to kind of represent that. So fairly simple, but he's neat. And then the last one is actually another custom technically. He was only in one of the movies. He's in the comics, but they did get him into the 2019 Hellboy movie, which isn't a great movie for sure, but it is cool to see. We got Lobster Johnson here. So I painted this entire torso. You can see it's on the back of a city cop torso, or what is this, a cop? Or yeah, a cop torso. But I painted the blue claw and like the overcoat, the double-breasted overcoat on there. Just used the Doc Ock head because it fit well enough, and then an aviator cap, and then a Cape Madness cloth collar. Oh yeah, and then I painted a belt buckle on this belt. And he's just got an M1911. So I think he was Thomas Hayden Church in the what's it called? The David Harbour movie where he's Hellboy. So again, not a great movie, not my favorite. Honestly, my favorite Hellboy movie besides, I mean, the Pearl ones are good. I don't know if they're not my favorite characterization of Hellboy, I've come to determine, but I do love the look of Hellboy. Like, Ron Perlman nails the look and the voice, but I think my favorite characterization of Hellboy that they've put in a movie so far is actually the newest one, God, what was it called? Oh, God. The Crooked Man, the really low-budget one that, like, just came out. Like last year, I think, maybe a year or two ago. It's extremely low budget. You can tell. I wish it had a bigger budget than $10. But that movie actually is the closest to the comics we've gotten in a movie. And I really like the characterization of Hellboy in that one. So wish we could have got a Ron Perlman movie with him as Hellboy with that kind of vibe, but probably not going to happen at this point, and we probably will never get another Hellboy movie, mainstream one, because they don't make enough money. So it really needs to be a TV series probably, and honestly it probably needs to be an animated series more so than a live action, so would work better, but not my call. But either way, there's the figures. Just wanted to show these. Like I said, this Hellboy has been a long time coming. I've been wanting a good, perfect Lego-like, semi-purist Hellboy for a long time. We've come a long way from using the back of Aerialite Twi'lek heads with the tentacles cut off. So we have an actual mold intended for Hellboy. And that's what I've done. So thanks for watching. And, this was the last thing I had planned. I've done a lot of photos on my Instagram I've had planned recently. This was the last big one, the big hurdle, the Hellboy one. So I don't know what I'm going to do next. I don't have anything in the roster anymore. So it'll be a surprise to me too. So thanks for watching though. And, bye.